Alright, so the first time I made this guide, it didn't work out too well. I'm going to do it again. Basically, if you're an academy student, this is all you gotta do to get promoted to probationary firefighter. First of all, you have to see, if you can see all this right here, basically you're going to see civilians, floor 1 of the responders, LSFD responders, and then floor 2. If you can see that, move on to the next step, which is going to be to read the policies. So you're going to scroll down to department policies right here. Oop, right here. You're going to basically click on it and read all these policies. Every single one of them. You don't have to actually read word for word. You can skim over them, you know. If you pretty much understand them, you're good to go. The next thing you gotta do is, let's see, personal document area. Scroll down to floor 2 again, personal document area. You have to make a personal dossier and a training list. You're gonna make a training list first because you actually need that to fill out your personal dossier, so you're gonna click on that. You're gonna scroll all the way down to the bottom right here to training list information. You're gonna basically open that up. Alright, you're gonna scroll down and you're gonna see training list, last name, first name. That's basically the title, so I'll explain all that in a second. You're gonna hit select all, right click, copy. You're gonna go to personal training list again. You're gonna go to non-command. You're gonna click new topic, and in the subject, which is also the title, you're gonna put training list and your last name and your first name. I'm using myself. Now in this box right here, you're going to basically either right click and hit paste or control V, whatever one you used. And this is going to be your training list. Since you're an academy student, you do not know basic life support yet. You don't know intermediate. You don't know advanced. Basically, you don't know any of this just yet. So basically, what you're going to do, you're going to put an X. So just go through here in between the boxes, X, 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 X. Screwed up that one, but I can fix it real fast. Put an X between it, X right here, X, and then X. Inside, not outside. And it's basically going to look like this right here. I'm not going to hit submit, but you should hit submit. I've already made one of these and already had it kept up. So after you make that, you're going to get the link out of it. So basically, when you do hit submit, you're going to go back to it and actually view the topic. Once you're viewing the topic, you're going to go up here and you're going to basically get the address of it by either right clicking and hitting copy or control V, whatever one you like. And you're going to exit out of whatever tabs, or if you're even having tabs. So next step, you're going to go to personal dossier. You're going to scroll all the way to the bottom and it's going to say format. You're going to basically either open another tab or click onto it. You're going to basically scroll down all the way to the bottom, hit select all, copy that, go to non-command team because you're an academy student, new topic, and you're basically going to copy that in there. So you're going to have to go to your training list. If you don't know how to get to your training list, it's back in personal documentation area. Go to your personal training list, find your personal training list. I'm going to go to mine, but yours will most likely be in the non-command since you just made it and posted it there. So I'm going to go to the high command and go to mine. Basically, to fill this out, you're going to put your name up here. So I'm going to fill this out. Sebastian Wright, full name, date of birth. I don't know my date of birth, so I'm going to put 1/1/1998. Rank held. For the purpose of this sake, I'm going to put academy student. Division divisions you hold a position in. Since you're an academy student, you're most likely going to have none, so you're going to put none. Certifications, none. Linked applications, so there are two ways you can do this. If you were involved in the open recruitment, you're basically going to put open recruitment. And for the date of acceptance, you're going to put the date that you were accepted into the fire department. I'm just going to put today's date for an example. And that's how you do that. If you were basically, if you made an application and everything and you were accepted that route by doing an interview and all that, you would go to basically, I'm going to show you real fast, the index page, go to the employment area, accepted, interviewed and accepted. You're going to find your application through this list. For this example, I'm going to use Chloe Price. Basically, you're going to get a copy of it, and you're going to paste it right here. And for the date accepted, I'm going to use Chloe's date. You're basically going to scroll down to the very last post, which should say interview passed, and have something to where you're accepted as like an academy student, like that's listed right there. This was accepted on February 20th, 2016, and so in the formats, or in the post, I'm going to put that. If I can get it to work right. Really? Out of all times. February 20, 2016. So, next step is personal awards. You're most likely not going to have any, so none. Ribbons, none. You're an academy student. The last thing you gotta put is your training list. So, as I've said, I would go to my training list. I already showed you how to do that, so copy. Go right there. Paste it in right there, and it should look something like this. Alright. If it doesn't look like this, you've most likely done something wrong. So, all you gotta do is back up the video and find where you did wrong and fix it. So, do notes down here. Put a space in between that. There. Now it's right. See how it's a clickable topic? Same for this one, clickable topic. That's how it should look. And it should not have a mistake like that. Put your right birthday date. Anyway, then you basically hit submit, and then you're good to go on that. Alright. So, last but not least, you have to study for your exam. So, basically go back to the main page of our forms, and scroll down till you hit Academy Information Area. Click on it. You would then go to either fire or medical, whichever one you want to study for first. For this example, I'm going to go fire first, so basically you're going to click fire, scroll all the way down, and you're going to find this basic firefighting guide, which is BFO training. You're going to click it, and you're going to read this entire guide. Once you read this entire guide, go all the way back to your Academy Information Area, and click medical. Scroll all the way to the bottom and you're going to see basic life support. Click it, read it, and once you're done, you're going to go to an instructor, or find out who an instructor is that's available at the time in game, and then you're going to request that they send you an exam, and they'll basically send you an exam through private messaging up here. So, to fill out an exam, I'm going to show you. It's basically going, when they send it to you, it's going to look like this right here. You're going to click on it. Of course, I just sent one to myself to use this as an example. So basically, it's going to look like this, and you're going to be, basically, all you have to do is hit the quote button right here. See it? Right here. Hit the quote button. Alright, it's going to look like this. Don't be afraid. It's nothing that can't be fixed if you accidentally mess it up, but all you have to do is basically take this exam. Don't worry about all this stuff above this line right here. This is your question. This is where you answer. All you have to do is remove this right here and answer the question. So for firefighting section 1, I'm going to give you the answer basically. It's going to be hydraulic, tool, or jaws of life. Of course, I cannot spell, so Google spell check is going to basically help me out there. And that's how you answer that. Scroll all the way down and you'll see, well, not all the way down, but if you scroll a little bit down, you'll see the medical section guide. And you answer these questions. This is basically your basic firefighting exam, and then your medical exam. Once you get every single one of these filled out, it's going to look something like this first question. It's not going to have any of these in there. So, after you get all of it basically filled out, you're going to hit submit, and it's going to send it back to your instructor that sent you the exam. They're going to basically grade it, and if you miss like more than 3 for each section, you fail. So, these questions are basically straight off the guides I just showed you. All you have to do is basically copy and transfer. That's it. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask your instructor. And for your next question, is most likely going to be, when am I going to be promoted to probationary firefighter? And the answer to that question is as soon as you finish everything in this video, and then tell us that you finished everything in this video. Your instructor will basically look over everything, make sure you've done everything, and then they'll promote you. But unless you do this stuff, we're not going to promote you. It's that easy to get promoted, so there's nothing stopping you now. You have a whole entire video with crappy audio that's showing you what exactly to do. So, there you go.